Hello students! In the last video, we learned that when laser beam passes through prism, it bends through its path. That is, it deviates. And this is nothing but refraction of light. But I asked you that, is this the refraction that happens through glass slab? Yes. Observe here that in glass slab, when light enters from air to inside the glass slab from the upper surface, it bends towards the normal here like this. This is because we know that when light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. And then when it goes out from the second surface at this interface, again it bends away from the normal. So technically, the refraction at this interface cancel out the refraction at the second interface. Because both the surfaces of the glass slab are parallel to each other. So what happens is the direction of incident ray and emergent ray are same. However, they are parallel because the light ray shifts from its path. Thus, in the refraction through the slab, the incident ray and emergent ray meet each other. In fact, they are parallel to each other, and the distance between them is known as lateral shift. So the refraction occurs such that the rays shift from the path equal to the lateral shift, or bend from their path equal to the lateral shift. While in a prism, the emergent ray bends at an angle to the direction of the incident ray. Yes, and this is the angle of deviation. So let me ask you this. We know that both prism and rectangular slab are made up of glass, isn't it? Yes. Then why is it that they refract light differently? Pause the video and think about it. Okay, it is very simple. You'll get the answer even if you gaze at both of them for a second. Could you? Yes, it is due to the difference in their structures. You can see a glass slab has parallel refracting surface. So any refraction that takes place upon entering the slab is reversed upon leaving. As a result, the direction of the incident ray and the emitted ray remains the same, which is indicated by these parallel rays. Only the path of the ray of light is displaced or shifted, and this distance is a lateral shift. Not so for the prism. It does not have parallel refracting surface. In fact, they are inclined to each other at an angle like this. In case of prism, its two surfaces are inclined at definite angle to each other, so that the ray of light is diverted at definite angle by these two surfaces. Also, the two refractions do not cancel out each other, since the refraction at the first surface is not equal to the refraction at the second surface. In fact, the second one, that is the second refraction, tends to amplify the effect of first one. As a result, the direction of the emitted ray changes. Very clearly, it can be seen that this is the direction of incident ray and that of the emergent ray is this one. One is going up while other is going down. And so they both intersect at a point where they form an angle of deviation. The angle at which the ray of light will be deviated by prism depends on three factors. The angle of prism, which is this, the refractive index of the glass of the prism, and the angle of incidence. Okay, now what about bending through lens? Yes, you already know that when light passes through the lens, it either diverges or converges. When light passes through the convex lens, yes, the lens, which is thick from middle and thin from edges, all the rays converge at one point. As convex lens is converging one, it focuses all the incident light at one point, called focus point. While this is exactly opposite in concave lens. Concave lens is thin from middle and thick from ends. As it is a diverging lens, it spreads out all the light that falls on it, and we need to extrapolate them back to find out its focal point. So if we look at all three refractions, that is through lens, glass slab and prism, we come to know that refraction of light depends on many factors. So let's see one another concept. Now in this experiment, students, while talking about refraction through prism, we used laser light, which was red in color, isn't it? Yes. Such a kind of light that has single color is called monochromatic light. Mono means one and chroma means color. Thus, if a light is of one color or has a constant wavelength, then such a light is called monochromatic light. And the source emitting such light is called a monochromatic light source. Don't think much, students, you have already studied in your lower standards that light is an electromagnetic wave. And if it is wave, it does have a wavelength, right? Yes. For example, laser lights of different colors, the yellowish sodium lights used as street lights, etc., are monochromatic lights of different colors having constant wavelength. So what we have seen is refraction when monochromatic light falls on the prism. But what if white light is made to fall on the prism? Will it refract in the same way? But most important question is white light a monochromatic light in real? Well, we will answer them in our next video.